Alright, so hello and welcome to my review of Hopsin, not Magnus. This is the new album of Hopsin. You might know him from The Ill Mind of Hopsin. It was pretty big last year. Overall, he hasn't been really releasing projects. It's been always these one single songs that made a giant impact on the internet nonetheless. I Sagged My Pants, where he shouted out Rick Ross and Soulja Boy. They actually had a Soulja Boy beef, which is kind of hilarious back then. I mean, he had his unlucky Ruthless dealings. That's probably why he didn't have an album since his 2010 Raw. And now we finally get his album 3 years later. He's been on minimal input since then, but now we have an 18-track long album, 100% self-produced. That just shows his worth ethic more than everything else. He's a strong lyricist, flow-wise. He can go wherever he wants to. And then, I mean, for example, it reminds me of Vintage Slim on his first single, Hop Is Back. He attacks Kanye West and Kendrick only because he's short, but hey, take what you can get. And overall, these shock type lyrics, Vintage Slim type flow, it's a solid single, that's for sure. Then you have the skater song Nolly Tre Flip, or however you pronounce it. I ain't a skater, so fuck do I know. But it's kind of cool. You can just listen to it while you're riding around. It very reminds me of the East Coast, just somehow Snoop Dogg, just not Snoop Dogg with the voice. He's not got that quite down yet, but he has a slightly offbeat type flow. I'm not exactly sure how to say it, but that's what he's got. You'll know when you hear it. And he has this crazy rhyme scheme all throughout the track. And then he's flowing his ass off with Tech 9 on Rip Your Heart Out. I mean, that's just a hard-ass track. All those flow switches, punch-ins of the rap lyrics. That's exactly what I believed Rap God was supposed to be. Overall, you even get two personalities, again, like Eminem, his alter ego, which is Hopsin. And then you'll have his real one, which is Marcus. And then from Hopsin, you'll get what made him famous, those shock type lyrics, those harsh, just what you'd expect from an MC. And then you have Marcus, who's more real and gives the album overall its emotional edge. And wait, you get the songs about fame or relationships. On one of his tracks, he only talks about how all of his friends, family, girls, all behind his money. Friends behind his money, girlfriends just there for the money. And then in the third verse he gives a story how one of his exes slipped him for 2 G's because tax returns, her mother couldn't buy back the car. Pretty good storytelling on that track too. Good guys get left behind, telling a story how he met a girl, he really fell in love with her, didn't hit because he thought that it would be worth it, and overall she had a boyfriend and they never saw him again, and then he's just like, yeah, why the fuck didn't I just fuck that bitch? Pretty good track. And then you have his closer, which hits about fame and how nobody understands him and everybody just wants him to be Hopsin the entertainer and not just a real person. Overall, he just doesn't seem that, he just doesn't want to be an artist that much, but he's just stuck being one for now. Overall, it's an incredibly stellar first half album, and even the second half is extremely tight. My overall favorites is Hop Is Back, Rip Your Heart Out, and Lunchtime Cypher, which is just this 5.5-minute relentless punchline driven rap. It's just amazing. I mean, the beat is simple, but genius, just like a chopped up beatboxing. And then you get his punchlines on point. He also gets Passionate MC and Gmo Ski to help him out on that one. He also gets features by his label mates J.R. Benton and Dizzy Wright. So, onto the production, which is overall solid and, as I said before, 100% done by him. And he doesn't try to get any mainstream cuts. And overall, he's a good hip-hop producer, putting in just basic hip-hop chords, strings, samples, beats, snares. He doesn't have a specific style of production, but he does a good job varying it up for being the sole producer on this project. That's pretty impressive. He gives you the synths, he gives you those fast beats, slow beats, and everything in between. He even has an electric guitar tracks close to the end. And the only problem is I like his production. It's good, it's tight, but it's not mind-blowing. It's just good production. And beat changes and those typical producer type moves are rare. Hooks, they're all sung by Hopsin, or a guest male vocalist, or a male vocal sample. They are serviceable, 100%. They hardly ever made me like the track less, but they just aren't catchy for the most part. And you can see the formula by him repeating that on, I'd say, 90% of this album. It's just not that terrific, and it hurts the originality. They're serviceable, but hooks, might want to work on that one. Going on with my minor nitpicks, do not forget the word minor here, for this other than that great album. He deals with topical issues like friends taking drugs, the overall state of human society on Earth, or just overall his ideal girls and a lot of relationship songs. And I gotta say, he does this okay. I repeat the word okay. Not bad, just I applaud the effort, he just doesn't do it that terrifically, in my opinion. That's just a minor nitpick, and this long, 18 tracks full. This is a long album. It's a great effort. You just get 100% from Hopsin on this album. He's a talented spitter I really like, and he's got his old movement going on there. He's also more positive, not embracing the liquor and the drugs as much as any other MC. He doesn't even smoke or drink, I don't think. He has this underground movement. He's got a completely own modern sound. And I just gotta say, I applaud this dude. Solid release. Looking forward to the next one. Celebrating this one for the moment. 4 out of 5.